has visible because my grandmother, she's 92 years old. She in Thailand, and she called my husband. So that I and my husband took my child to visit her. So I come back here to in this morning. As you know, my topic is the Earth Hour. You know about Earth Hour. I think all of you know about it. Yeah. Do you turn off your life when in the Earth Hour?
I don't turn off.
Don't turn off?
Not the light, but I turn on
the TV?
Yeah. Maybe go outside.
Go outside.
Get into the...
But you don't turn off the light and you go outside. Oh. Turn off the TV?
Turn off the label light.
Why they turn off the light and then they light up the candles? It even worse.
Yes. My husband said that. Yes, you turn off the light and burn the candle. Because candle the release the carbon dioxide is more than light. Why do you do that? I said that I don't know, but the people do that. I do. I think after my presentation in the next Earth Hour in the 2012 or 2016, you turn off the light and go outside with your friend or the family. In this my presentation, I will talk about the first part. What is Earth Hour? I know all of you know about Earth Hour, but some special things concerning about the Earth Hour. And the next is timeline Earth Hour. And the first is Earth Hour in Vietnam. And the last, I give you some tips to save energy or save something you do waste, but you don't know. Firstly, is what's Earth Hour? As you know, Earth Hour is a global event that was held by the World Wide Web Reason. World Wide Fund for Natural encourage the individual, the company, or the enterprise to turn off the light. The Earth Hour was held in order to fight against climate change. You know, the climate change is a big problem in the world. And Earth Hour is happening in the last Saturday of the month of March from the 8:30 to the 9:30 p.m. You can use a formula to find the Earth Hour. Earth Hour means you actually turn off the light and save our Earth. And you send the picture before and after you turn off the light. You send the famous famous city or the Australia, Sydney. Australia? Yeah. Because Australia is the first was held the Earth Hour in the world. You know about Earth Hour, but I'm sure that you don't know the Earth Hour have 3 steps. You know about that? First step is bring people together to simulate our long event. I read the document and know that I think it's the first step is the short term. Because you only turn off the light. Because you only turn off the light in the last Saturday of March. Only 1 hour you turn off the light, but in another day you don't turn off the light. I think it's the short term. And the second, encourage people in taking action beyond the hour. By the way, in 2013, the theme for Earth Hour is "I win if you will," because I know that in the next step of Earth Hour, the people do other action without the turn off the light, such as planting tree, keep the rabbit, keep the rabbit, and I remember that the Miss World picked the rabbit on the sea. I don't know the name of her. And special action from the Russia in 2012. Environment legislation changed in the Russia in the parliament. It's the first country the government concerning about take care about this activity, the Earth Hour. And the next country is I don't remember, but maybe the Switzerland. In the step 3, I mean that is this is the long term the activity. By the way, we creating an interconnected global community sharing mutual role, creating sustainable future for the planet. That mean you don't call up the people do this activity, but the people personally do the activity, or maybe group create your own activity or project to save our Earth. Now I will tell you about the next part is the Earth Hour. You know that in 2007 it's the first time the Earth Hour was appeared in the Earth is in 2007. Huong in the Sydney, Australia. So that's in the first paragraph I only show you about the picture in Australia. In Australia, it's the only city. In the first time, it's only city to take part in this activity, and 2,100 business participation and 2,200,000 people participate in this activity. And in 2008, the number of people participating in this activity is remarkable. Can you see? And the major landmark that took place is about this great bridge in the San Francisco. Yeah, in San Francisco. Right or wrong? Wrong. And the Asian Tower in the Rome is the major landmark in the Earth Hour in 2008. Why? You can say red, not red, gold. You can say.
Tổng thống làm tổng thống thì cái bằng gì các bạn gì đâu cầu.
Okay, we all know that we have to do the count to
Yes, I move the next slide. Yes, in 2009, you can see. You can see in this time the million of people take part in this activity, and about 2 years after the Earth Hour launch, there are 88 countries participating in this activity. And the milestone? Yeah. The Earth Hour maybe it's too small. the Earth Hour was the world's largest global climate change initiative. And in this year, I think the Stage 2 was launched because after Earth Hour, they have made many the campaign to vote our Earth or to save our Earth. By the way, you said that they can pick the rabbit and or plant the tree or maybe some other project in other project to protect greenhouse effect. In 2010, the number of countries participating in this activity increased. In 2011, the country and the city participating increasing, and 2012. In 2012, I know you highlight in this this year is Russia Parliament passed away the law better to protect the country's sea from oil pollution after the digital petition launched worldwide.
Actually, I see only what I read through.
Yeah, you know about
Because Korea is a great anger.
yeah. His she is ambassador
Yeah,
ambassador of this activity in 2012. In 2013, the Earth Hour was celebrated in Spain. You know about that?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
You already know about it.
This guy.
Ceremony.
Yeah.
Not about what is inspiring me.
I don't know. I know only the first man in
Yeah.
And in the milestone, you know the word is actually small. It's a project was launched by Save the World in the ocean. It's a highlight activity. In 2014,
Spider-Man.
yeah, Spider-Man is ambassador of this activity. He is wear the traditional shoe, right?
I know Spider-Man, but why they choose Spider-Man, not Batman or Superman?
I don't know. he wear the history and travel to the other country to call people take this action with this activity.
They don't choose Superman. I know he's not from the Earth, but Spider-Man and Batman about represent some kind of animal pet or spider. I don't know why they choose one over the other.
I don't know, maybe you can research or maybe you search on the internet and answer over after.
Oh, I think I already know, because Spider-Man his weapon is natural material.
Maybe. In 2015, there are 172 countries after the 8th year, the Earth hour was launched. Now there are many countries take part in this activity, and you can see 10,400,000 the landmark and mountain or city take part in this activity. All people take part in this activity in order to have Earth to change the climate change. And you can see beyond this activity, the people, there are 279 million other activity to save our Earth. And you can see tree planting, recycling, deep tree bursting land, and solar land. Maybe the LED lamp function the large electric magnetism. I don't know about this.
This LED lamp have technical.
Yes, and
Energy or save energy more than light and
balloon.
No, there is some kind of air, flower.
The kind air in the
Chemical. It's a chemical flower.
I'm not good at chemical chemistry
You know.
in the graduation exam. Fortunately, I passed it. Now, I tell you the next part, the Earth Hour in Vietnam. Vietnam, the first time Vietnam participated in this activity in 2009 in Hanoi. Only this activity was held only city in our country in Hanoi with more than 2,000 people participating in this activity. They only turn off the light and burn the candle. My husband always asks me why people burn on candle and not turn off the light.
3,000 candles is winter.
No. I think that's enough. 3,000 candle, but
Okay, 3,000 candle and about 1,000 candle. 3,000 people and about 1,000 candle.
Burn the carbon dioxide in our environment more than the
several temperature hotter.
And in 2011, there are 30 provinces and cities participating on this activity. And in 2015, 63 countries, province and cities saving the 500 to 20,000 kilowatt, equivalent to the 815 million Vietnam dong. Now I show you about the chart. Using the safe capacity and the safe output. The money, save money in 1 hour in the Earth hour. 815 million Vietnam dong for 1 hour.
What's the difference between safe capacity and safe output?
Cái này là tiêu thụ, tiết kiệm về công suất, tiết kiệm về tiêu thụ và tiết kiệm về tiền.
I know the last column, save money.
Yeah.
Difference between save capacity and save output.
I'm not good at physical, but physics. So I cannot. But you have me.
I think maybe one M W and
And what
W
we stand for?
equal to 1,000 kilowatt per house.
Per house.
Yeah, one M W equal 1,000.
And
So what NW stand for?
I don't know. But
Okay,
when
I
I
will search.
buy
có internet.
có
I think it's same like kilobyte
Maybe.
and megabyte.
Yeah.
So they said kilowatt and megawatt.
Megawatt.
Yes, maybe
Megawatt.
they just
Megawatt.
change the.
Yeah, megawatt.
It's just change the result. But why we have to put two types of set capacity and set
That's
output?
That's all.
If we set, it will be equivalent
No,
to
no,
from
not
this
the
to that.
same.
It's not the same. If they put it into different column.
C5 equal to
Yes, okay. I just carry on.
No. Đây. The self capacity does mean the công suất giảm được, and the self output sản lượng tiết kiệm. I think the self capacity does mean you don't use this the electricity and the self and the self output does mean you don't use this the activity, so you save.
Can you repeat it? We don't need to mean this.
I remember megawatt.
Công suất giảm được là megawatt và sản lượng tiết kiệm được là kilowatt trên giờ.
Megawatt is a measure of electric product.
Electric product.
Electric product.
Những người sản xuất điện.
Because it is output. Output.
This nhà cung cấp điện.
Nhà cung cấp thì mới là công suất giảm được chứ, còn nếu mà người tiêu thụ điện mới là sản lượng tiết kiệm. For the consumer, self output maybe for consumer and the self capacity for the production. Like this.
Manufacture something to have the output.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And this we are in the 2 or 3 years Earth Hour was launched in Vietnam. We only in Vietnam for the was launched in Vietnam in 2009, but in 2015 they was in the state 2. They was held the other activities such as the campaign with the team Saving Energy Response to Climate Change in the state 2 of the 3 states in the Earth Hour. Tree planting in the Lai Châu province. All the activity was held by electric. No, Tập đoàn Điện lực Việt Nam. Yeah. was all the activity was held by the electricity enterprise.
Something like that. Yeah.
And the government don't care about that. Yes, because in each activity as our in Vietnam, they didn't have one or maybe the representative from the government to check out in this activity. All the activity was held by the group, the electricity enterprise. I think this is the big problem in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Maybe the government think that is the small activity or the stupid activity because only turn off the light in 1 hour cannot do the big thing. I think so.
1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour, just 1 hour. Now I give you some tip for you because we all the work in the office about the 5 days in a week. So I give you some tips. Firstly, pencil the better on the pen. Maybe you use the pencil. Should use pencil because the pencil is better than the other. You know about the reason. You can see it.
When other dancing.
And the
It's
second,
actually really simple. Very providing you.
think before you speak. Because so that you clean the both sides.
Yeah, in the show.
Yeah. See, he told me that. Why do you print both sides? Only side, one side. He said that to me.
This show usually don't know sure that if she had enter make a print already, so she usually print several times to be sure.
Yeah. And it's a waste of paper.
And usually if she print just one page, she usually print the whole document.
Yeah.
And
Maybe
just rely.
after my presentation, you can take the video from Miss Dieu and send Miss Dieu.
But
Yeah.
this show already asked me read in both sides.
Ask you.
Yeah.
But
Asking it more easier than doing. You know that.
he only ask you, but he do. She do the
Different way.
yeah, in a different way. And the third, avoid the disposable kitchen way, or maybe you don't use the one using plastic. Instead of you can use the porcelain là có gì? Porcelain or glass, or maybe the chopstick. One using chopstick.
One
It's possible.
Yeah. And the last, maybe it's in the one project.
It's a most difficult thing.
Yeah. Say no plastic bag.
It's really convenient.
Yes, I think the first advice is don't say no plastic bag is more quite familiar to you.
Just reading here about using the quantity of plastic bag we use.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the plastic bag is really difficult. It's really convenient and hygienic.
Yeah. But when I go to the market, I saw the people keep going to use the plastic bag. Many.
You can use this cotton bag with more money. You give them
Yeah.
money to buy.
but
there are some country they give
Free.
customer
free.
the with very cute design or something like that.
But in Vietnam, it's
Not in
not.
Vietnam. They don't
Yeah.
have any energy or
But you give something free, they come and gain much because they said that I have need. In Vietnam, I think it's a big problem.
relocated
I
to
think
China.
Vietnam has more change when I come.
Have not trained, have been trained.
Not change and
Lost.
and not in the improve in future because when
In future means
near
5 year,
future, near
5 year or
At this time when I come to a supermarket named Bixi, they have
plastic bag.
Plastic bag,
But we own by money.
yes, I have to buy for my money, and they also give some nylon special
Nylon
Plastic
bag. Plastic bag.
plastic bag. It can dispose quickly in our environment. When you throw it away.
I often go to the supermarket at the weekend. At the weekend with my husband, but they don't leave me to bring other plastic bag to go to the supermarket, to the store, the thing I buy. But they force me to buy this activity in this supermarket. But I think it's a problem.
It's not free.
Yeah, not free, but but they don't let me to bring other plastic bag because I just buy one time, cannot buy 10 times. You know about that?
Yeah.
Because I buy one time, I can use 100 another time, but I can buy 10 bag. I can use forever in my life.
So I guess if you want to say no to plastic bag, you have to find some material, another material used to make the bag and really friendly with the environment. Just say no, and her campaign is not solution.
I think it's don't enough the thing can persuade the people to use the bag, the plastic bag, because it yeah cheap. By the 10 million Vietnam dong, you can buy the many. It's a big problem. Thank you for listening to my presentation.